Truly heartbreaking. Chief Minister Siddharamaiah giving details of the tragedy, and it's the Chief Minister's bizarre defense where he says that only those who were given tickets should have come. Stampede also happened in Kumbh, and that there was no politics. At least he did not do any politics over Kumbh. There should be no politics over what happened here. 35,000 was the seating capacity at the Chinnaswamy Stadium. But according to the Chief Minister, between 2 lakh to 3 lakh cricket lovers turned up. And some of the images, and we cannot even show you those images of the stampede that took place, they're truly horrifying. Some very young children, they've lost their lives. Children who were caught in the stampede. And as the Chief Minister said, the crowds that surged, they broke through the gates of the Chinnaswamy Stadium. But imagine a capacity of 35,000 and the Chief Minister says more than 2 to 3 lakh came. He said, we did not organize this. This was organized by the Cricket Association. So clearly the Siddaramaiah government is washing its hands off the organization of this cricket celebration or the IPL trophy celebration. Royal Challengers Bangalore, after 18 years, the trophy was coming to Bangalore and for the first time for the home team. And that is why perhaps between 2 to 3 lakh people, according to the Chief Minister, turned up at a stadium where passes had been issued, according to him, only for about 30 to 35,000 people. And he said, what could I do? Had I not given clearance for this, people would have said that why wasn't this cleared? But whatever, their only job was to provide police for arrangements. But was that adequate? So a magisterial inquiry has been ordered. The magistrate has been directed to submit his report in 15 days. The sad part is 11 people, and especially youngsters. One child is just about 13 years old. So a 13-year-old teenager, some young boys, some young girls are amongst those who've lost their lives. Nagarjun Dwarkanath joins me for more on this. And in between this press conference, the Chief Minister also lost his cool, virtually telling a journalist to shut up and sit down. Give us details of what all the Chief Minister said. 15 days for a magisterial inquiry, 10 lakh rupees for compensation for next of kin. Bring us other highlights, Nagarjun.
Well, Chief Minister has just announced a DC inquiry, 10 lakh compensation to be given to the families of the deceased members, and all the injured will be taken care. The hospital will be giving free treatments. The government would take care of their treatment as well. And he said he would not like to play politics. Right now, I'm joined with a Congress legislator, Mr. Dr. Rangnath as well. Sir, you have heard the Chief Minister say that this was an unexpected tragedy. He is not going to defend it, but an inquiry will be ordered. But the BJP is saying the onus is on the government. Both Deputy Chief Minister and the Chief Minister were busy shooting Instagram reels instead of taking care of the people.
See, this is not the first time a program is happening. And this is not the big gathering which has happened. But there was 18 years gap of this trophy winning. There was untoward incidents which is not supposed to happen. It has happened. Even nobody guessed that kind of frenzy mob reactions from the public. So we need, for the same reason, we are just putting into a magistrate inquiry to know what are the lapses being done. So in fact, we are also really saddened by this tragedy, and we are with the victims. We are taking the onus, and definitely we will correct the system.
You're a doctor by profession yourself. Tell us what would have happened to those 11 people, how suffocating was it, or what would be the cause of death at that point of time?
Generally, there is a strategy of going in a crowd. You need to avoid the stampede. Once you are fallen on the ground, there is a procedure. You need to, we say in medical terms, you need to fall on the lateral side. So if you fall on the, on your back, they'll press on your chest, they'll stamp on your abdomen, they'll definitely, naturally, there will be a suffocation. If you fall on your stomach, naturally, they'll be stamping on your spine. So for that reason, you need to fall on the side. And you need to hold in a crumpled position, what we do in a airway when there is a bad time which we see. So there are procedures which we should educate the people in this kind of incidents. What are the procedures, how to avoid the stampede.
This is Dr. Rangnath is a legislator and an MLA. He himself is a qualified doctor as well, sir. But there's also a question that when the deaths were happening, the government still went into the stadium, lifted the trophy. Isn't there part of isn't the government should have been more sensible? Isn't it the part of the government to be more sensitive towards these incidents and maybe call off or even tell the cricket association saying let's cancel this event. We have to respect what has happened.
No, to my knowledge, this incident has happened after the Vidhan Saudha incidents, I believe. The government, once everybody came to know that incidents happened, everybody rushed to hospital. Even CM sir, DCM sir, Home Minister together, they rushed to Boring Hospital. I don't think so. That kind of overreacted by our government, I believe. We were really very much happy to receive the RCB the team, but this untoward incidents, it has saddened us.
Fine. Thank you so much. That was Dr. Rangnath, and I also have Mr. Rizwan Arshad. He's the MLA where Vidhan Saudha comes in his constituency, the High Court comes in his constituency, the stadium comes in his constituency, and also the hospital, the people are admitted, comes in his constituency. So you were there at the event also. What exactly happened? The BJP is saying the Congress government failed in handling this event.
See, I don't think so. This is the time to politicize the tragedy we are facing. The fact of the matter is, after 18 years, when the RCB has won this tournament, people are too emotional. They've all come out. The capacity of the stadium is 33,000. And the crowd which gathered there was more than 3 lakh, right? And all the people wanted to enter the stadium. And the match got concluded late night, and the Cricket Association wanted to celebrate, and today the morning they informed the administration. Since there was a special request, we did agree. Fortunately, we did organize a program on the grandstands of Vidhan Saudha where nearly 1 lakh people gathered there too. Otherwise, this crowd would also have gone to the stadium. That would have been a bigger tragedy. So, very unfortunate. Our government has very clearly said that we will inquire. There will be a magisterial inquiry, time bound within 15 days, and we will ensure that if there are any lapses in this organizing this whole thing, people will be punished.
Should have been more police deployed? Should the Cricket Association have spoken to you more often or at least communicated better saying that which gate people would be allowed, which gate we need more security? You think in the hindsight this could have been done better?
I think, yes, in the hindsight, a lot of things can be planned, understood much better. We should refrain ourselves from overnight deciding to have a celebration.
Very true.
That is a kind of thing we have understood, that no overnight kind of decisions to celebrate. Although people are emotive,
Nagarjun, if you can hear me, please ask him. Fair enough, the crowds were excited. What was the administration doing? Was the administration as excited? Why didn't the administration deploy adequate number of police personnel? Why weren't the crowds channelized? Now, the first thing that the administration is taught, whether you're an IPS officer or an IAS officer, the first thing you're taught is crowd control. Why is it that if only 35,000 passes were issued, why were 3 lakh people there?
I'm just putting you on the loudspeaker, Gaurav. Could you please repeat the question?
Sir, my question is simple. The crowds were excited. Yes, it's the trophies coming after 18 years. But what was the administration doing from morning? Why weren't adequate arrangements put in place to ensure that if 35,000 passes have been issued, 3 lakh people should not assemble? There were holding areas that should have been made. Was all this planning done? Or did just everyone go, in that herd mentality, let's see what happens? No planning.
You think the administration should have put in better planning because you knew what would happen. People would come after 18 years, the cup had come home. There would be a lot of fans coming. You saw what had happened last night. Also, the administration should have been done better. The more police should have been deployed as a question.
The whole Bangalore city police was on the roads. They were deployed. They were on duty. I think if not, there would have been much bigger tragedy. The way I myself have seen it personally, that would have been a bigger tragedy than what we are seeing today. if the administration was not alert. But having said that, I don't want to say something to escape from this responsibility. Magisterial inquiry will be held. People will be held responsible, whoever might have taken responsibility and not delivered the way they should have delivered. Definitely it will
A
be fine.
13-year-old
BJP
child,
is asking
Mr.
H to be
Rizwan Ahmad,
ruled
and you're well
and,
aware,
resignation.
a 13-year-old child is amongst those who've been killed. Youngsters have died. Now, India Today has accessed, and I want our viewers to look at those videos. The moment of that stampede, look at the way the crowds are just being shepherded there or are rushing. Where was the police? Why didn't additional police be called in? If these were many people were coming in, watch this. The police, inadequate. Where were senior officers? Supervision found wanting. This is where leadership comes in. This is where crowd control comes in. And that's the first lesson that IAS and IPS officers are taught about crowd management. Because whether it's temples or mosques or celebrations, one thing you know in India, there will be crowds. So the administration is taught crowd control. The opposition, of course, is taking on the government. Their question is, was everyone just more interested in getting a picture taken with Virat Kohli and the team and not looking after administration outside? And that is where these people were stuck. What is even more appalling, celebrations were underway at the Chinnaswamy Stadium. The Deputy Chief Minister in attendance. All of that continued as people were dying outside. That's a fact that people are reporting on ground. So where was administration helping people at that point of time? And these are questions that perhaps that magisterial inquiry will seek answers to.